Okay, take a look at this. If you've been on the internet at all today, chances are you've already seen this page, right? It's so common, we barely even notice it anymore. But this simple page, it's arguably the most important doorway on the entire internet. It's the gatekeeper to our digital lives, our emails, our docs, our photos, pretty much our entire online identity. So let's take a second and really deconstruct what's going on behind this super familiar screen.
We see it, we use it, and we move on without a second thought. But have you ever actually stopped to wonder what's happening here? Because this is so much more than just a login form. It's a complex, incredibly carefully designed system. So, what's hiding in plain sight inside what might just be the internet's most visited room?
You know, the best way to think about this page is as a digital doorway. Seriously, it's like the passport control for your online identity. Before you can get into your digital world, you have to prove you are who you say you are. And every single element on this page plays a critical role in that process.
It all starts with this simple instruction: use your Google account. Now, what's really fascinating here is that it's not asking you to log into Gmail or YouTube or any one service. It's asking for your single, unified digital identity. This one account is the master key that unlocks this vast ecosystem of connected services.
So how do you present that identity? Well, the page immediately gives you the two main options, and these really function as the master keys to your digital kingdom: your email or your phone number. And each one plays a slightly different role in proving who you are.
What we're really talking about here is something called a digital credential. Just think of it like the modern version of showing your driver's license or your passport. It's a unique piece of info that, in theory, only you should have. And it's the fundamental way we prove we are who we claim to be online.
And this slide really breaks down the two main forms that credential takes. You've got the email address. That's the classic, the original digital address. It feels a bit more formal, right? Kind of like a mailing address for your online self. But the phone number, that's a much more modern and personal identifier. It's a direct line to you, tied to a device that's almost always in your pocket.
Of course, when you're dealing with keys this important, you need some seriously powerful locks and safety nets. And the sign-in page has several features that are designed to be your security guard and your locksmith, all rolled into one.
Take this little piece of advice down at the bottom. It's so easy to just ignore, but it's incredibly important. It's almost like a helpful security guard whispering to you, hey, if this isn't your space, you should probably take some extra precautions. It's this little proactive nudge towards better digital hygiene.
And if you click that Learn More link, it explains guest mode. Basically, it creates a temporary, totally isolated browsing session. This makes sure that when you close that window, all your account information, your passwords, your history, it's all wiped clean from that computer. It's the digital equivalent of leave no trace. Okay, but what happens when you lose your keys? We've all been there. That forgot email link isn't a sign of failure. It's an absolutely essential, thoughtfully designed lifeline. It's the system's way of saying, hey, don't worry, we can help you get back in, and we'll do it securely. And the process it kicks off is like a secure handshake. It's not just one simple question. It's a multi-step verification, and it's designed to confirm who you are through a totally different channel, like a text to your phone or a recovery email, before it hands the keys back over. It has to be tough enough to keep bad actors out, but simple enough for you to get back in. It's a tricky balance. So far, we've only been talking about accessing an identity you already have, but what if you don't have one yet? Well, that's where the next part of our digital doorway comes into play. That Create Account button is the front door for every single new user, and it really is more than just a link. It's an invitation. It's Google basically saying, come on in, build your new digital home here with us. This is the very start of a user's entire journey inside this huge digital ecosystem. And finally, at the very bottom, tucked away but so important, are the rules of the house. These three little links, help, privacy, and terms, they form the foundational agreement between you and Google. So let's just quickly break them down. Help is your support line, right? The place to go when things aren't working. But privacy and terms, well, those are the big ones. They are the legal and ethical framework for your entire relationship with the service. Essentially, these documents are your contract with Google. This is where the company lays out exactly what information it's gathering and how it's being used. It also spells out the rules you agree to follow just by using their stuff. This is the fine print for your digital life, and it's all right there, accessible from that first simple doorway. So that brings us right back to where we started. This simple, everyday digital door asks for your key.
But the real question is, when you hand over that key and step inside, do you actually know what you've agreed to? The rules that govern your entire digital world are waiting for you just behind this door, and it's probably worth knowing what they are.